Hi, thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to do a screen share so that you can see the presentation slides. These are also attached in the course, so you'll see this in the course as well. So this is the presentation I just want to show you. We're going to go over this together. So I am Sasha Reinke. I'm your mindset coach and master healer, and thank you so much for being here today. This is going to be pretty fast because I want to respect your time. Let me move this over so you can kind of see everything. All right, so this is the visionary course. This is so exciting. To become a visionary of your own life means that you are literally getting out of the unconscious or the subconscious programming, and you're literally making choices that are propelling your life forward by your design, which is fantastic. Instead of being in your unconscious mind and allowing just past situations that have become programming in your mindset, you are now making a conscious effort and a conscious choice to become a visionary and really start to use manifesting as a tool to help you get the life you deserve, the life that you want, and the life that is already yours. You should already have it. Let's make it happen. So, creating the life vision of your dreams. This is what it's all about. Okay, so what is a life vision board? A vision board is basically just a tool that helps you clarify, concentrate, and maintain focus on a specific life vision. Literally, a vision board is just a physical, tangible thing you can look at that will just literally reestablish your goals and what you're working and trying to achieve visually so that you can just stay on track. Now, the idea behind this is the same concept of what marketers use on all of us on a continuing basis. When your mind sees something often enough, it becomes normal. And then it starts to transfer from something you're aware of into something that goes into your unconscious mind. When it goes into your unconscious mind, you start making choices as a default to make that thing happen. So when we use a vision board, we're making things happen that we want to happen. Outside in the world, when we're not paying attention, we start making choices based on programming, based on what our brain has seen consciously quite a few times, and now is just like, oh, I feel like this, I want this, I don't know why. But now with a vision board, you're taking that tool and you're putting it into your mind so that you make choices based on what you actually want to occur. You can have quotes on this, images, pictures, words, statements, anything that is going to spark an emotion to help you feel that on a deeper level. So what is an actual visionary? I took this off of Google. It's thinking about or planning the future with imagination or wisdom. Other words that are similar to it are inspired, imaginative, creative, inventive, and insightful. These are things that we want to have as qualities, okay? So relating to or being able to see visions in a dream or trance, or as a supernatural aspiration. When they say dream or trance, this is the unconscious mind making decisions for you. This is where you get into that programming. And so when you see your vision board, look at it every single day. Put it somewhere that you're going to see it. For instance, I have mine sitting in the living room, and it's a large picture, but you know what? It helps me stay on track for my goals, and it literally makes me achieve my goals super, super quickly because I see it whenever I start to feel flustered or confused about, or just kind of, when I lose motivation, I go back to it and I just look at it, and the images help me. There's some quotes on there too, but the images help me kind of ground myself back into my actual life vision and helps me keep going forward. And then of course my unconscious mind sees it constantly, so it's become normal. So I make intelligent decisions in that programming mindset that actually move the needle on a continuing basis. Success is never accidental. People don't accidentally get successful. People don't really get successful overnight. When you look at someone who's an entrepreneur, a business owner, small business owner, successful in their industry, when they've written a book, when they've created anything at all, when they've invented something, they have been working on it for a while. If not in their mind, physically outside, that they're actually physically working or creating something, but also in their mind. Success is not accidental. It has to be planned. It has to be consciously decided, because those decisions you make on a daily basis are what get you to your end result, your actual vision. So what do we want to do? The focus is on the feeling. We can pick words, and words are important, and we use words on a daily basis, and our words can either help us, they can be uplifting, or they can hurt us, they can be limiting beliefs. But when you think about a vision board, the goal and what makes it successful is that we're getting out of that prefrontal cortex. We don't want to really be using our thinking brain in this particular thing. Our thinking brain is great for when we need to do task-oriented things, when we need to create something, when we need to do something. But what we're trying to do is bypass that and get into not our reptilian brain, but our neocortex. We want to get into the actual sort of unconscious mind that actually is already pre-programmed from a very young age to make decisions based on what we absorbed as children. And so what we want to do is kind of retrain the brain to feel what we want it to feel like. So we're going to use our prefrontal cortex to actually make the decision, create the vision board, create the plan. And then we're going to use the imagery to actually get that plan instated into our brains. So many people craft goals, but your brain does not work with listed goals. Instead, it works with the feeling. You need to make your vision all about the feeling of what you would like to already live in that concept of reality. So if you want to think of abundance, you need to feel the feeling of abundance. So put images on there that literally make you feel abundant, either traveling or luxurious experiences or spa days or, a room filled with books, whatever it is that makes you feel luxurious, makes you feel abundant. That is what you're going to put on there. All right, so this is my 3-step process. It is extremely simple when it comes down to it. We're gonna just literally pick and choose the words first, and we're gonna list out words that you want to feel. So loved, abundant, safe, joyful, things like this. We're gonna pick those words because that helps narrow down the scope of what we're focusing on. The second step is to pick the images that go with the words. So you can put words, you can put lots of quotes on there, but I encourage you to limit the vocabulary and focus on the imagery. The imagery is what's going to actually represent the feelings you feel about those things. And then the third step is literally feeling it. So if you put a picture of a woman, and I encourage everyone to not pick people that have their faces, try to pick back shots, try to pick side profiles, try to pick things in front of people's faces so that you can really embody that image. So you don't think, oh, I see a girl or I see a man. I see myself in that picture. I see my potential in that picture, okay? And we're gonna feel those feelings. We're literally just going to embody the feeling as if it's already happening. So if you put pictures of a beautiful, exotic, foreign spas and travel, then you're going to literally just kind of get into that moment and think, wow, what would it be like to go there? What would it be like to get a massage in Bali? What would it be like to travel and hike in, mountain ranges all around the world? What would it be like to swim in the Caribbean Sea? What would it feel like? Those feelings are what's actually getting you into that vibration. Now, when you raise your vibration, you transform your life. So this is the part. Go create, go forth and create. You want to create your vision board. You want to go through all the steps in the course. You want to print everything out. You want to actually do the work. This is very easy, but the hardest part is getting started and actually putting in the time. Make time. Set a scheduler on your phone and be like, every night at 7:45, I'm going to work on my vision board, It's got to be something that you're actually turning into a task so that it gets done. Once it's done, that's where you feel the feelings and you just enjoy and stare at it and then just have it in your background. You'll know it's there. Your mind knows it's there. But right now, your job is to go and create it. So then once you've created your vision board, we want to eliminate all of the stress, all the worry, all of the sense of control. We don't want to second guess it. We just want to let it happen. You want to ask yourself questions. What would I be doing if my vision was already manifested, if it was already real, if everything I put on my vision board was already happening right now? What would it feel like? What would I be doing? If I got everything on my vision board, what would I be doing right now? What kind of person would I be? What would I be eating? Where would I be sleeping? Where would I be shopping? What would I be doing? Who would I be hanging out with? What would happen? And then, of course, research. I really encourage people to do a lot of research on their visions or their wish list items or the imagery that they put on, because the more you can embody that, the better this will transform for you. Now, when I say research, I mean, if you're going to put a picture of, I'm going to use Bali for an example again. I want to go on a retreat in Bali. What retreat? Where in Bali? What would I be doing at this retreat in Bali? Where would I be, staying? What would actually happen? Put in the research so that you can really see yourself in that scenario, in that vision. And then, of course, I like this exercise where you basically just take time every single day. It can literally be seconds. So it does not have to be this big time consuming thing, but even a few seconds throughout a day or every single day will make an impact. You want to go ahead and visualize yourself as this new you. And I'm going to walk you through an exercise next to do that. This exercise is really, really simple, and it's something that all of us can kind of relate to. You're going to put yourself into a movie theater. So pretty much we've all been in a movie theater to some capacity or some degree in our lives. And so you're going to put yourself into this movie theater. You're going to feel the movie theater around you. You're going to feel what it feels like to sit in that seat, smell the popcorn, drink whatever you're drinking, eat whatever you're eating. You're going to be in that movie. Okay. Put yourself in this theater in your mind. You want to associate yourself in this theater. Then see yourself like you're watching movies. You're going to disassociate once so you can see yourself sitting in that chair watching the movie screen. Then you're going to really make this real. Smells, sights, sounds, any kind of feelings. What do you hear happening? Make it real in your mind. Then you're just going to watch your life. You're going to just watch this like you're the movie star of this situation playing out, and you're just going to see what happens, but you're going to be choosing as you're seeing what happens. So this vision is what you've already chosen for your vision board. Now you're going to watch it take place. And this is where the magic happens. This is where you take the vision, the idea, the concept, and you turn it into actual feelings. And then those feelings start to literally become tangible. You can feel, smell, hear, see everything that's going on. Your mind does not know the difference. Your unconscious mind is in a void. It doesn't really realize what we consider reality as a construct. So it thinks this is real. So what it does is it cannot contradict what it thinks is real versus what you can see on a tangible physical basis every day. So your mind will try to rectify any discrepancies that are going on between what it thinks is real in this perceived vision and what is going on in your daily life. When it tries to rectify these two, it's going to come up to some obstacles. So you may feel some resistance. This is natural and this is normal because your brain is trying to make sense with why your outside world isn't matching your inside world. But the beauty and the magic is when your inside world starts to change your outside world. All of the decisions, the choices, the habits, everything you're doing is now going to be shifting so that you are going to make your inside world, this vision, literally your current reality. And that is where you'll have this massive, rapid transformation of your exterior world, your actual environment, and all of the changes you'll see. And it happens pretty quickly because once your brain starts to rectify this, it's like a snowballing effect. It realizes, well, we've got to change this and this and this and this. Now, as a person, our reptilian brain will get kind of scared because it thinks, oh no, too much change, too fast. I don't know what's happening. I can't control it. This is where you need to just let it happen. When you let it happen, that's you're taking away the sense of control, no worries, no stress, no anxiety. You're choosing this and you're trusting that the vision that you've created, that's what you want. So what's important is you're choosing something that you really, really want. So choose it for you. Don't choose it for what you think others would think is cool. Don't choose things that other people have given to you as a rule or a choice or an expectation. Choose it for you, because that is where, when it starts to get a little, a little kind of uncomfortable and you're starting to feel this resistance, like what's going on, everything's starting to shift and change, that's when you can let go of the resistance, because you can trust that the vision is exactly what you want to have happen. And then you just get to enjoy it. All right, making things happen. Your job is to live life and start seeing yourself, as the new you. So first and foremost, inspiration. Find daily action steps or activities that move the needle towards your vision. We have a couple little typos here. I'll fix that. Innovation. The next thing is to be creative when living your life and make sure you are bringing in some element of your vision daily. And of course, third is implementation. Take daily action. What can I do today that my future self will thank me for? So what can I do today, right now, that my future self, that vision I have of myself, will thank me for? And that's it. So I encourage you to go through this. I really encourage you to do the work, take the time. You can literally just do this for minutes. The biggest part is getting the actual vision board done. And then once you have the vision board done, then you just get to enjoy it and just watch all of your labor turn into these beautiful, magical manifestations. And you will become the visionary of your life. Bye. I'm so excited for you.